जय जगन्नाथ फ्रेंड्स, दिस वासुदेव पंडा। वेलकम टू मास्टर इंग्लिश। पिलाने डेवलपमेंट ऑफ पोलियो वैक्सीन रो क्वेश्चन आंसर आलोचना करबा। आज एग्जाम करबार थिला, आज एग्जाम तो करि पालेनी मु, तो आसंता काली तार परीक्षा करबा, न रात्रि करबा। जदी तुम रेडी अछो रात्रि भी करबा, हैं तुम जदी कहबो रात्रि परीक्षा करबा आ टिके आधा घंटा परे कोन कहउजो। तो क्वेश्चन आंसर यूनिट 1, यूनिट 2, यूनिट 3, यूनिट 4, यूनिट 5 कंप्लीट क्वेश्चन आंसर डिस्कशन करिया बेले। प्रथम क्वेश्चन, व्हाट इज पोलियोमाइलिटिस? पोलियोमाइलिटिस कहले कोन? पोलियोमाइलिटिस कहले कोन? सो व्हाट इज पोलियोमाइलिटिस? कमेंट रे जो माने चाहूचो गोटे शॉर्टकट रे भी उत्तर दे परिबो। शॉर्टकट रे व्हाट इज पोलियोमाइलिटिस, यार उत्तर हमें खाली वायरल डिजीज कहले मध्ये हे जिवो। कोन? वायरल डिजीज। सो poliomyelitis or polio is an acute viral infectious disease that spreads from person to person. 2 मार्क बुझल पिले। व्हाट इज पोलियोमाइलिटिस तार आंसर को हबो पोलियोमाइलिटिस। मु सीधा कहि दो जे तुमको जो तमरो चैप्टर अछि, चैप्टर फर्स्ट लाइन रे लिखा छै, फर्स्ट लाइन के उत्तर देले हे जिवो। सो poliomyelitis or polio is an acute viral infectious disease that spreads from person to person. Question number 2, when did Roosevelt find out that he had polio? When did Roosevelt find out that he had polio? तो रूजवेल्ट केते बेले जानिले जे तांको पोलियो होइति बोली केते बेले जानिले? When did he find out that he had polio? So exactly what happened? After fighting with a local forest fire, taking a cold swim for relief, when he just went to bed to take rest, feeling like cold. So what happened? He went to bed feeling as though he had contracted a cold. In a few days, Roosevelt found out that he had polio. किछि दिन भितर जेतेबेले टेस्ट करा हेछि से जानिबा को पाइले जे तांकू पोलियो हेछि। क्वेश्चन नंबर 3, what are the early symptoms of polio attack? पोलियो अटैक रो अर्ली सिम्पटम सब कोन? प्रथम जेतेबेले पोलियो हुए जनगर प्रथम सब कोन केमती देखा जाय? So the early polio, normally the patient with polio had flu-like symptoms like headache, nausea, vomiting and fever. These are the early symptoms of polio. जब परवर्ती प्रश्न अछि, which things are the carriers of polio virus? यार कीवर्ड होछि दुईटा, food and water. Food and water, you can say the infected feces and carrier कथा जेतेबेले पड़े food and water में कहि परिबा। What percentage of people attacked by polio virus does actually suffer from severe polio? केते परसेंटेज लोक जो मान को पोलियो हुए से भीतर केते परसेंट लोकों को सीवियर फॉर्म हेई थाई पिले? सीवियर फॉर्म है 1%। 1% उत्तर होची 1%। वंदना, गुड इवनिंग बेटा। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन होची, व्हाट आर द टू फॉर्म्स ऑफ पोलियो? दुईटा फॉर्म पोलियो रो दुईटा फॉर्म कोन? बल्बर एंड स्पाइनल. Spinal and bulbar are the two form of polio. These are the two form of polio. What are those two form? Spinal form and bulbar form. Dinesh, good evening. परवर्ती प्रश्न देखिए। Then question number 7, are the symptom of both the forms of polio similar or different? दुईटा फॉर्म रो माने जो पोलियो बल्बार फॉर्म और स्पाइनल फॉर्म अछि, ए दुईटा रो सिम्पटम जाक समान किंबा अलगा अलगा? Which form of the disease is more dangerous? आउ ए भितर को फॉर्म टा बेसी डेंजरस? सो प्रथम प्रश्न हला, are the symptom of both the forms of polio similar or different? The symptoms of both the forms of polio are similar. The symptoms of both the forms of polio are kana similar. Which form of the disease is more dangerous? Which form? को फॉर्म टा बेसी डेंजरस पहले? Spinal or bulbar? The bulbar form. The bulbar form is very dangerous कारण lungs damage हो जाए, मनुष्य ब्रीथ करि परिबो नाही, मर जो उसका। ये देला यूनिट 1 रो क्वेश्चन आंसर। यूनिट 2 को जिबा। Did polio affect Roosevelt's political career? पोलियो हेबा द्वारा रूजवेल्ट कर पॉलिटिकल कैरियर एफेक्ट है कि प्रभावित है कि द आंसर इज ए बिग नो नो है द पोलियो डिड नॉट अफेक्ट रूजवेल्ट्स पॉलिटिकल कैरियर आंसर कौन होगा पोलियो डिड नॉट अफेक्ट रूजवेल्ट्स पॉलिटिकल कैरियर क्वेश्चन नंबर 2 2 नंबर प्रश्न कौन बोले what are the highest position did Roosevelt achieve in his political career Roosevelt तंग political career रे सबटर highest position को position रे पहुंची थिले so in his illustrious political career Roosevelt become the president of America twice the president of America रो president हेइथिले दुई थर पई हेइथिले Question number 3 होचे how did he spearhead the fight against polio polio against a fight केमती से स्टार्ट कले कौन कले बिले Roosevelt started what fighting against polio केमती बिले increasing public awareness of the deadly disease and promoting research increasing public awareness of the deadly disease and promoting research okay ये दुईटा पॉइंट हमें लिखि परिबा क्वेश्चन नंबर 4 who are the most vulnerable to polio polio समस्त माने polio सबुठार को मान को बेसी आक्रांत करूथला को मान को बेसी कष्ट दोथला स्मृति शिखा गॉड ब्लेस यू बेटा तो कहा को बेसी कष्ट दोथला बेले चिल्ड्रेन आर द मोस्ट vulnerable कोन हबो चिल्ड्रेन आर द मोस्ट vulnerable माने छुआ माने सबठर बेसी आक्रांत होउतले कष्ट पाउतले लास्ट क्वेश्चन अछि why were parents in the early 1950 afraid of sending their children to schools they are afraid of sending their children to schools because of the fear of getting infected polio because of the fear of getting infected polio से माने से दिपे तको पठौ नथिले ये थिला यूनिट नंबर 2 वर्तमान दिबा यूनिट नंबर 3 पाक को बिले यूनिट 3 रो क्वेश्चन आंसर कोन अछि why did early attempts at the development of polio vaccine fail early attempts polio vaccine develop करिवा पई early attempts सब फेल हला काहे के so the early attempts at the development of polio vaccine failed because researcher did not know that polio is caused by 3 strains of quite stable virus. They did not know that polio is caused by 3 strains of quite stable virus. That's why. Obviously, good evening, beta. Question number 2. Why were some children immune to polio before the 1900? 1900 पूर्वरु किछि पिला माने का देहरे immunity pre immunity थिला काहे के due to mother's antibody due to breastfeeding when they were not protected they are exposed to polio virus when they are protected they are exposed to polio virus and their antibody pass on to them and they have acquired immunity this is the reason question number 3 did improved sanitation help to avoid polio attack before the 1900 no improved sanitation did not help to avoid polio attack before the 1900 Question number 4. How did the March of Dimes work for the elimination of polio? March of Dimes, a grassroots organization funded by Franklin Delano Roosevelt. March of Dimes होची सही organization जहाँ ये करते ले पहले Franklin Delano FDR ताको फॉर्म करते ले ताको ये करते ले कौन करते ले ताको पैसा देगी तैयारी करते ले polio against fight करिवा पाई से organization कौन कला so March of Dimes work how did it लिखाइची the March of Dimes enlisted a researcher who was very certain that he can invent a vaccine polio for polio and that organization also creates awareness among people ये थिला चारोटी प्रश्न यूनिट 3 रो वर्तमान जीवा यूनिट 4 What method did Jonas Salk use to develop polio vaccine? Jonas Salk कौन कले पिले पोलियो वैक्सीन व्यवहार करिबा पई को मेथड व्यवहार कले so कौन कले बिले vaccine using a mixture of the three types of virus. Jonas Salk developed vaccine using a mixture of the three types of virus grown in monkey kidney culture. बुझला? So Jonas Salk कौन कले develop a vaccine using a mixture of the three types of virus grown in monkey kidney culture. ये होची उत्तर. द्वितीय प्रश्न है हाउ डिड सैक डेवलप ए सक्सेसफुल वैक्सीन. एठी आउ गोटे जिंस ऐड हबो. सो जोनास सैक वाज द फर्स्ट पर्सन हु यूज्ड the mixture of the three types of virus grown in monkey kidney culture, and he developed a process using formalin, a chemical that inactivated the whole virus. Like this, he invented the vaccine. Question number 3. How was the first polio vaccine accepted? People were panic all over the world because children were the most vulnerable. That's why the American government granted permission to distribute the vaccine in Americas. Question number 4. How was the problem with the original Salk vaccine? What was the problem? The problem was stress, that it was due to incomplete inactivation of some virus particle. The first Salk vaccine induced 10 deaths, 265 cases of poliomyelitis, including 10 deaths. Question number 5. How was Salk vaccine given? How was Salk vaccine given? Salk vaccine given in, 2 intramuscular dose 1 month apart. 2 intramuscular dose 1 month apart. गोटे मास पर गोटे मास रे दुटा intramuscular dose दिया जाउतला. Then कोन होतला पिले आ गोटे केबे दिया होतला 2 intramuscular injections spaced 1 month apart and required booster every 5 years. प्रत्येक 5 वर्ष थरे थरे booster दिया होतला every 5 years. परवर्ती प्रश्न what is the problem? How was Salk vaccine given? How is Sabin vaccine given? Sabin vaccine is the oral form of vaccine which was given in 3 doses in the first 2 years of life. Given in 3 doses in the first 2 years of life. Then what are the advantages of an oral vaccine? Labha kona, oral vaccine or labha kona. The advantages of oral vaccines are vivid. Different advantages are there, like low cost of administration, as sterile syringe and needles are not necessary. Yes or no? This is the main thing. And long lasting immunity. ए दुईटा होची oral vaccine रो benefit. तापर एला कोन पिले what are the advantages of what is its major disadvantage? यार सबुठारो बड़ disadvantage कोन ए oral vaccine रो सबुठारो बड़ disadvantage कोन? That it is not suitable for immunocompromised patients. It is not suitable for immunocompromised patients. That is the biggest or major disadvantage of Sabin oral vaccine. वर्तमान जी पिले 5 नंबर यूनिट लास्ट यूनिट क्वेश्चन आंसर देखिबा. लास्ट यूनिट क्वेश्चन आंसर कोन कोन अछि? व्हाट इंड्यूस हायर लेवल्स ऑफ एंटीबॉडी फॉर्मेशन? व्हाट induces higher levels of antibody formation? So more effective culturing and purification techniques have been developed, allowing the vaccine to induce higher levels of antibody formation. Kona? More effective culturing and purification techniques, which is nowadays used, that induce higher levels of antibody formation. Question number 2. What is the latest research in development of polio vaccine? What is the latest research? Vartaman latest research kona polio vaccine ko neki. So researchers are using Escherichia coli as a host of bacteria. Gene cloning work is being done to take the genes of poliovirus, which codes for the synthesis of the viral capsid. Yes or no? And the protein code of virus particles, and to combine it with E. coli genes. The E. coli can then synthesize viral capsid proteins to be used in making vaccine. So this latter approach eliminates any possibility of proteins to be used in making a vaccine. So this is the latest technique. Question number 3. Is complete eradication of poliomyelitis possible? Is complete eradication of poliomyelitis is possible? Yes. Complete eradication of poliomyelitis is possible because polio is only seen in human beings and every human can be immunized, can be vaccinated. So that's why polio can be completely eradicated. ये थिला तमरा संपूर्ण प्रश्नोत्तर रो डिटेल्स आलोचना आसंता काली किंबा राति जदि क्वेश्चन करिवा राति जदि प्रश्न उत्तर करिवा राति जदि परीक्षा दबो राति मु रेडी अछि नहेले आसंता काली बिले यार परीक्षा करवा जिते बेले भी काली तो सकाळु मु बाबांकर टेस्ट अछि मु जीबी मो आसु से गोटे दुटा हबो तो जहा करवा उपरला करवा राति करवा आ जदि राति करवा कमेंट करो मु अबे 8टा 8:30 बेले स्टार्ट करबी सी यू टुमारो आसंता काली नवा चैप्टर पढिबा को चैप्टर स्टार्ट करवा सेटा को थैंक यू फॉर वाचिंग स्टे ट्यून्ड मास्टर इंग्लिश।